What's up, YouTube? It's been a while since I put a video up. I apologize, but I'm back at it now. As you can see behind me, the Suzuki Intruder Volusia is gone. I sold that. I had a bunch of footage of it being sold and looking for another bike, but I don't know what happened. I am not a technical guy when it comes to this YouTube stuff yet, but I'm trying, so please forgive me. But what I do have, and I am able to show you, well, just give me 1 second. So I spent a lot of time looking online, Craigslist, Facebook, and stuff like that to come up with another motorcycle. I was able to find a cool keychain though. That has the American flag on it. Check that out. And luckily, this keychain actually came with a key. The bike that I got, I'm about to show you, which you probably already know what it is because of the title. I did end up with a Harley Davidson. I had a really good deal. I don't know if it's going to run. We got to put some stuff back together on the bike and fire it up. I'll flip the camera around and let you see what's going on, and we're going to see if it'll fire up. Okay, so let me flip this around and I'll show you what I'm doing. Ta-da! Look at that. It's a 2001 Harley Davidson Sportster. It's the 1200. If you guys remember, we started out on this channel with a Honda Rebel 250, and we're already up to a Harley Davidson motorcycle. Now, there's stuff that needs to be addressed with this bike. One, it needs a super detailing. I mean, it needs clean from top to bottom. So that's what we're going to do. And if you notice, the turn signal here needs to be put back up here. Turn around, because it's not on there. So we need to put that back on there. Now, if I walk around to this side of the bike, look at that. That is the clutch cable. That's right there. We need to put that on the bike. That's one of the reasons I haven't started it. It hasn't been running. I hope it runs. I hope we don't have to do a lot to it to get it running. But hopefully in this video, we are going to see if it'll run. Now, another thing I noticed when I bought the bike is, if you know anything about bikes, look at those forward controls. That is not right. So we're going to put some new forward controls on this bike. Not only on this side, but we walk around. We're going to change this side too because we want it matching. And that's really rusted out, which I will save this piece when I take them off. And I'll probably buff them down and treat them with oil and put them in the parts pile, because I think I could reuse those somewhere else. It's got a new belt on it. The tires are in perfect shape, front and back. It does have the rocker boxes leaking right here. So we're going to have to fix that, which is not a big deal. We'll just have to take that rocker box cover off, which we'll do it in the video for you guys so you can see how to do it and what to do. I did put my plate on there. This sissy bar is probably going to come off. I'm not a big fan of it, this style. If there was one on here, I would just regularly have the smaller one. But that's going to come off. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get the clutch put back on. Let's get the blinkers put up where they are. Let's check the fuel, see what kind of gas is in it, see what it looks like, smells like. I know I'm gonna have to drain the tank, flush it, clean the carburetor probably, and we'll go from there. I've also got a whole stack of stuff I've ordered for this bike, and I've got a bunch of it in already. And let me show you what I've got. So I've got side view mirrors, rear view mirrors, and this bottom box, which we're gonna dig out here in a little bit, is all the forward controls for it. I got the gasket set. And I've also ordered a new set of grips. So let's see if we can get this thing fired up and running and the clutch and everything put back on it. I hope I don't have to order any parts. I think I've got this piece in my parts box that has the other side to it. So hopefully I have that, because if I do, then we can just put it right back up here and go with it. If not, I'm gonna have to order that part. But maybe we can figure out how to do this just to get it running today to see what it sounds like. So this is where we're gonna start. Whoever put this on, this mirror, did not put that on for some reason. So we're gonna see why that is not up here where it's supposed to be on the handlebars for the Sportster. So that's pretty cool. We got the Live to Ride, Ride to Live mirror on this side. We did get it situated. And we got this side too already on there. Now the spacers I had to use to get the clutch attached to the handlebar, but it works. And I got a new side put on there because it was missing this side, so we got a new one put over here. I don't know if I'm gonna switch this one out for a new one or not, because I mean, it's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. It just needs a little soap and water and it'll be good to go. And I just want to say thank you for tuning in for this episode. We're not done yet, but I am not a master mechanic by no means when it comes to these bikes. I do a lot of YouTube. I do a lot of searching and calling the dealership depending on what type of bike I got, what dealership. So it's awesome that you guys are following along. So we're gonna go ahead and let me show you the new mirror we got, and we're gonna put it on too. So here's the new mirror that I found online. So it's gonna go on. It will match the one that's on there. It's really pretty, shiny. So let's get this thing on there, and then we're gonna see what we gotta do to get this thing fired up. So we found an issue. See how this one, the mirror goes through there and screws straight into this nut system right here into the light. This side does not do that. Someone did some rigging or somewhat, so we're gonna have to put it on there like that and use a nut on this side. But not a big deal. We'll fix it now and get these parts and probably some new lights for it. That way we can at least ride it around and see if it's going to work. I really hope it starts. Alright, so about 20 minutes later or so, we got both mirrors on there. We got the clutch put back on. We got both blinkers put back on. We got the key in it. I have not turned it yet because if it doesn't start, I want you guys to see me throw my hat across the garage. We still got to check the gas tank. And I know there's gas in there, but I don't know how much. Or if it's any good. So we might have to drain the tank. I don't know. We'll see. The bike's been sitting up for a while. I did check the oil. The oil's fine. I added a little bit to it. Now we're gonna go check the gas and see if I can get Mrs. Camera Lady out here to hold the camera while I fire it up. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's some gas in there. And it smells like gas, so we're gonna try it. And I've got to pull it apart anyways to redo the gaskets. So, well, let's go get Mrs. Camera Lady and see if she'll hold the camera. All right, so we are ready to hear this thing run. Hopefully it fires up. So we are going to go ahead and turn the key on. We got power up there. This bike has 19,866 miles on it. So turn the fuel on. It's in neutral because I pushed it over here. We do have to choke it. Alright, so now that we know it's running, I came back to the house, I got my helmet, and we are going to take that out on the road, and we're going to see how it does more of a drive other than just sitting in the garage. Sounds good. Now that gear shifter, the forward controls, I have not changed that yet, so that is really wonky. It's like I'm using the top of my foot where my foot meets my shin, so I don't like that, but I wanted to take this bike out for a ride. I think she's safe. Oh, we got the kiddos getting off the school bus. What's up, Popo? K9 unit. This bike sounds good. It's definitely loud. Probably louder than what my neighbors like. I'm willing to bet $1 million that they don't like it. Alright, this is awesome. By the way, this is my first Harley Davidson, so not nowhere near my first bike, but it is my first Harley. Alright, so we had to stop and get some go-go juice, and we're going to continue to take this for just a little bit more ride, and we are going to see how it does. But for now, I will see you guys on the next episode of Stronger by the Mile. Next time we are going to do a full review video on installing the foot pegs, forward controls on both sides, and we're probably going to attack the gaskets on this bike. So until next time, I will see you guys on the road.